Hey, hi, howdy, hello, and welcome to Aethermancer. This is just the demo for the game. Full game is not out yet, I don't think. Maybe it is. I think it's in early access, actually. Well, either way. Um, let's get into it. Happy 4th of July. Hope you're all having fun and enjoying yourselves. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Drink responsibly if you partake. For too long you've overstepped your place. Void will cover every city of our world, starting in Vigil. A fitting end, if considered. All was created, now all shall share our fate. First, the fractured ruins, then all Terraste. Then you, Mithras, Syriax. Choose your soul-bonded monster. You can start with this monster in future runs. Okay. On the demo. Whenever damage is dealt to this monster's shield, deals a combined water-wind hit to the attacker that much damage. Roar, shield self for 2x3 applies for redirect. Ice Smash, 3x3 damage against target enemy. Scorched Earth. Whenever this monster applies one or more burn stacks to an enemy, break one poise. Grapple. 2x3 damage against target enemy, purges one enemy, either. Ignite. 3x3 damage, applies 2 burn. Okay. Yeah. We are inside the void now. The entirety of the fractured ruins has been devoured by it. Wild monsters roam this area. My old friend, I will once again require your support in battle. Okay. I'm getting awful frames. I just like to make that known. The wild monster is blocking our path. Okay, so it gets better frames in combat. Alright. Probably not loading as much. Monsters can use different actions in combat. Most actions cause the Aether to be used. There are 4 different elements of Aether. Fire, Earth, Water, Wind. You currently do not have much Aether. Your only option is to use your monster's basic attack, which can always be used to generate additional Aether based on your monster's elements. Ow. Every enemy has a poise weakness. The color of the diamond icon next to the health bar corresponds to the element they are weak to. Attack those enemies with enough hits of that element and they will be staggered. A staggered enemy skips its action and all damage against it is increased by 50%. Try it out. You have enough Aether now to stagger your enemy. You've been staggered. Okay, the enemy monster is now staggered, which means you can use the capture action on it this turn. The capture action gains you a monster's memento, which permanently unlocks that monster across all runs. Use the capture action on the enemy now. It's one of the Aethermancer's actions. Capture. Craft a memento of a target staggered monster. If it is not already owned, consumes 1 blank memento, currently held 3. I can also heal. Okay. Fulpertinga. Water, Wind. Okay. Alright. This is the worthiness screen. Your monsters gain worthiness in combat through a variety of means like dealing damage, healing allies, or preventing enemy actions. Worthiness provides small permanent bonuses to your monsters, which persist when you rebirth your monsters on future runs. Okay. F to interact. Loot drop rare. You gained Rare Scepter. At the end of your turn, applies 1 temporary power and heals self for 3 basic attacks, generate 1 additional Earth Aether. At the start of combat, applies 1 force to self. Okay. Okay. Inventory. Okay. Not in the demo. Man. Okay. Ah, there's a monster shrine over there. These constructs have been created by my kind over the course of thousands of years. I confirm a monster rebirth there. We should do so. Safety in numbers. Okay. I shall interact with the shrine. What do? Monster rebirth allows you to add a new monster to your party. You only require a monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine may only be used once. You start each run with 3 souls. Each monster shrine offers you a random selection of monsters equal to the amount of monster souls you have. However, you also need to unlock monsters first by capturing their mementos. You currently only have the memento of the monster you fought earlier, so this is the only option available to you here. Okay. Water and wind. This monster can copy the last 2 enemy actions and use them once. On-copied action purges the same amounts of elements and aethers spent on that action. Okay, bubble trick. 2/2 self-damage against enemy plus sidekick to self. 2/6 wind damage against target. Okay. I shall take you. Okay. Let's initiate combat by performing a Void Blitz. This ability allows the Aethermancer to ambush the enemies, which removes 2 poise. Makes them easier to stagger. Alright. Okay. Party's almost complete. You just need a 3rd monster. To add a 3rd monster, you need at least 1 more memento. Stagger one of these enemy okay. Cockatrice. Okay. The hair in my mouth. Okay. This monster consumes Aether to use an action or gets interrupted, deals X fire damage to it. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Continue. Level 2. Alright. Uh, Allies gain 5% crit chance against enemies for every stack of burn on them. Plus 2 crit damage. Every third hit of an action is a critical hit. For multi-target actions, it is every second hit. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Boots. Start of combat applies 1 force. And evasion plus 20. Okay. You're up at a height now. You can use the Void Dash to dash between cliffs. When you get close enough to another cliff, you can see the Phantom Series to indicate that you can Void Dash to that cliff. Try it out here by dashing to the other cliff. Press left shift to dash when you see the Phantom. Okay. Hello. Lily. A body made of Aether and a fellowship of beautiful little monsters. You must be an Aethermancer. I hope you're here to help us out and not cause more problems. I will try my best. Who is us? Sorry, rude of me not to introduce myself. I'm Lily, resident witch of Pilgrim's Rest. You should come visit sometime. It's beautiful when there isn't a void threatening to swallow it whole. Perhaps I will. My name is Cyrix, and I hope that no ill fate befalls Pilgrim's Rest and its people. That's sweet of you to say. I knew it. Somebody with a band of monsters following them around can't be a bad person. How about this? Meet me in Pilgrim's Rest, and I will offer you my services. I'm an expert at soul bonding, you see. The soul bonding uses a monster's memento to bond its soul to you, which means it's always there with you when you need it. So whenever I go into the void anew, it's there at my side if I choose it. That could be useful indeed. Exactly. Also, I can help you out whenever we run across each other in the void. Here, I found this blank memento. You can use it to craft the memento of a monster, right? In one blank memento. Sweet. Some monsters will attempt to ambush you when you get close. You can press space to use the void parry to counter their ambush. Okay. I'll take you. Mandragora. Okay. It's the base hit. Okay. There we go. Alright. Okay. And you have leveled up. What do you got? Allies gain plus 15 crit chance. Whenever an ally triggers sidekick, shields both attackers for 2. Okay. Whenever sidekick is applied to this monster, generate 1 random ether. I think we'll go with the 15 crit chance. That just sounds better to me. What do you got? 75 Aether Crystals and 15 gold. EP. These branching paths lead deeper into the void. I can sense that each path will take me to a different zone, all part of the same biome, but with a different fate in store for me. This is but the beginning of my journey towards the core of the void. Envoy. Aether Spring. Night. I like the sound of Envoy, I think. Pilgrimage Path. Have a shrine. When choosing your monster, you should primarily consider the monster's signature trait, elements, and types. This way you can quickly identify what the monster's strengths are and what role it can play in combat. Okay. Not temper applies 1 temporary power to self. Each 10 times this trait triggers, apply 5 burn to each enemy. Okay. Heat. 1 to 2 damage against self. 3 to 2 damage. 3-2 damage against target enemy, applies dodge to self. Okay. Heat, regeneration, and weakness. Wholesome. At the start of combat, applies 1 regeneration to self. Whenever regeneration applies on this monster, applies regeneration to other ally, then triggers regeneration on them. Spore. 2-3 damage against target enemy, applies 2 weakness to target enemy. Refreshment, heals target ally for 3 times 7 up. Applies regen to all allies. Okay. And then we'll go with that guy and just get some healing. Okay. Oh, hello. Alioth. Do my eyes deceive me? Another Aethermancer here in the void? I am called Alioth. They sent me here to investigate the massive void phenomenon. Are you here to assist me? The issue seemed too important to ignore. An Aethermancer operating on their own, so you weren't sent by Achilles. How curious. No matter, surely we can still help each other out. I take it you're proficient with artifacts, aren't you? I am indeed. They've had quite an impact on my travels. In that case, I believe I can help you out with my magic. Let me see what I have for you. A strangely shaped ore chunk hovers in the air above Alioth's hand. This is aetheral ore, a metal infused with aether, commonly believed to be extremely rare, much more common within the void, however. I could split the ore in 2, forming 2 artifacts. 1 for you, 1 for me. You can have first pick if you'd like. You split it. Okay. Behold the product of the ore that was torn asunder, never to be remade anew. Right, Void Crystal generates Wild Aether, which can be used as a substitute for any kind. And Heroic Horn applies power to target ally. Increase the damage of each hit by 1. I think I'm going to take that. Okay. You're back at a height now. If you perform Void Blitz from a height on an enemy that is on the ground, you lose 3 points of 3 points instead of 2. Okay. Dang it. Come on. Just never mind then. Moving on. Yep. That was so much firework. Apologies if you hear any of that. It is the 4th of July, and people are going to be setting off fireworks in the middle of... What time is it anyway? 2:16? Yeah. What is this? Oh, armor. Common equipment. Okay. Sure. I did not read the third page of that. Okay. Yep. Your monsters don't have to fight alone. The Aethermancer can also use certain... yeah. Okay. Artifacts. Each artifact has a certain number of charges per... Okay. Alright, cool. Force turns each hit into a critical hit, which deals 50% more damage rounded up and plus 1 poise damage. Each hit consumes 1 stack. Okay. Take that. Okay, stagger you. Four. Gross. At least one of your enemies is going to reset its poison this turn as part of a reset action. Apart from resetting its poison, reset actions during one random Aether and trigger an additional effect based on the individual monster. Enemies use reset actions to turn after they were staggered, or when enough turns have passed without them getting staggered. Okay. Yep. Poison wave. And just basic attack. You. There we go. Continue. And we go on. Okay. Blue drop, more crystals, gold. Okay. Camp. This tent appears to be rather new, which means there are people actually living in the void, and they call me mad. Okay. Come here. Let me interact with you. There we go. This collection of statues is likely related to a local monster-kin tradition. I haven't seen anything like it anywhere else during my travels in Terrastay. Alright. Alright, what is this? This must be what the monster can call a blessed pond. For a simple offering of the coin it may cleanse one's soul, or so the story goes. Okay, the pond beckons to your monsters. A trace of the monster deity's power still remains here. You may offer coins to the pond to cleanse your monsters of their corruption. Alright. I guess I'll do that. Nothing left to do here. Okay. Okay. You've been staggered. Okay. Right. I'll just take you out. And then take you out. And then I win. Okay. Level you up. Whenever regeneration is applied to an ally, heals them for 4. When regeneration triggers on an ally with full health, applies power to them. Triggers up to twice per monster per combat. Warlock Party. On support action from any ally, applies 1 weakness to the enemy with the lowest amount of weakness. Okay, I think let's go with more health. Okay. Stone Edge. 3 times 6 damage against target enemy. First hit is a critical hit. 1 times 10 damage against target enemy on first crit. 2 poise damage. Journey Force applies 2 force to self, free action. Okay. Well, I'll take the Stone Edge. Salve. At the end of combat, cleanses 1 fire. Cleanses 3 corruption from self. Basic attacks. Generating 1 additional fire. No. Okay. Alright. You have found the end of this zone. You might want to use the map to check if there are any undiscovered spots. You can also use the map to help regain any points of interest. Grab the map from the pause menu, pressing it down. NPC. Aether Spring. So, I think I'll go with random NPC. That sounds fun. How much footage do I have? 30 minutes already. Wow. Okay. What do we got? Yeah. Okay. So I have to replace a monster. Don't want to do that right now. There we go. Okay. Yep. Just... Okay. Well, guys. Fire and wind. Okay. Stagger you, and then capture. Wormling, fire, wind, heal, aether power. Okay. And then just go attack. Whenever your monsters take a certain amount of direct damage from enemy actions without being protected by shields, they will take on Corruption. Corruption lowers their starting health in each following combat. Try to avoid it if possible. Okay. One. Okay. Yippee. Okay. Victory. Alright. Level up. What do you got? Petal Spell. 2-3 damage against target enemy. Cleanse 2 debuffs from self by Sidekick to self. Reactive Storm. That's 3-3 damage against all enemies plus 10 crit chance. On crit. Triggers regen on lowest health ally. Applies Sidekick to self, reactivates target ally. Runs another turn to... Oh, okay. That requires so much Aether, I don't really know how many chances I'm gonna get to use it. Is kind of the thing. Tea of many spices. Artifact, okay. I don't know what that does. What you got there? Hello. Who are you? Mern. Well, what do we have here? Another one of those ghastly void creatures? I'm an Aethermancer, actually. My name is Sirix. I mean you no harm. An Aethermancer? Your kind doesn't come around Pilgrim's Rest often, do they? Or at least they don't show up in my restaurant anyhow. That would make sense. Our kind doesn't eat or drink. How ghastly? Well, I suppose we won't have much to talk about then. Goodbye, sir. Unless those monsters of yours happen to have a better appetite than you do. Certainly. What do you have in mind, chef? Oh, you can call me Marin. My dishes will bring the best out of your monsters, I just know it. If they can stomach it, that is. I never hold back on my spices, you see. I see. You make my monsters stronger, but at a price. Seems risky. Risky? Risk's the most important spice of life. Okay. Martin presents a glowing object to you wrapped in thin paper. Look what I made. What do you mean? It's a bread roll. This is one of my void-enriched recipes. Sure, your monsters will take on a bit of corruption, but it'll also get stronger, and that's that. 7 corruption? Okay. Pick a new perk. Defense. Reduce damage of each incoming hit by 1. 15% chance to evade each incoming hit. Start of your turn to shield self for 2. Okay. Hello there. Yeah. Okay. When you're fighting an ooze, its signature trait can be tricky to fight against as it can deal increasing amounts of damage to the whole party if left unchecked. You can inspect your enemy's signature traits by pressing F to use the inspect feature in combat. Gives it a worm. On support action applies temporary power to self on attack, transfers all temporary... Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay. Putrid Odor. On action applies 2 poison to self. Whenever poison triggers on this monster, enemies also take damage from it. Okay. Alright. So, hit you. Give you another turn. Stagger you. You get attacked. You just a basic attack. Okay. Alright. Boom. Okay. And you're about to level up. Okay. 1 blank memento. Oh yeah. Whoa, okay. I don't like the look of that. In a monster sword. Very good. I was so confused for a second. Okay. You guys... You're all weak to fire. Okay. Ow. Weakness. Weakness is... So, okay, base damage of each hit to 1. No. You first. Yep. Bring you back. So I can basic attack. Get some more fire Aether. And if I said you, weakness. Owie. Okay. There we go. Okay. Let you heal up. And then I just attack you. And we're good. Okay. Alright. Level up. Vampiric Seed, 3-2 damage against target enemy, heals all allies for 2-5. Shields all allies for 2-3, applies weakness to all enemies. Heal all allies for 2-7, cleanses 2 debuffs from all allies, applies 2 psychic to self. I like the sound of that one. Plus it has a bright yellow name, which I have a good feeling about. You know, armor, common. At the start of turn, shields to self. At the start of combat, applies 1 psychic to self. Okay, let me scrap those. Alright. I think that's everything. Okay. Loot drop epic. Next zone, a witch. Next zone, a merchant. The witch. Curious. As you may have noticed, corruption is a constant danger that diminishes your monster's survivability throughout a run. There are only a few ways of cleansing corruption, they cleanse only a limited amount at a time. Successfully dealing with corruption by preventing and playing around it is one of your main challenges as an Aethermancer. I'm gonna say it like that. Challenges. Okay. Hello. Hello again, Lily. I hope the blank memento I gave you helped out. I don't think I'll find any more soon, though. Aside from that, I'll always help you out with my potions and crystals to guide your monsters by refocusing their talents. It's already plenty, thank you. I don't have anything too wild this time, just a classic mutagenic potion. Give it to one of your monsters if you want to try, irrevocably altering one of its base features. You can never tell exactly what effect it'll have. Okay. Okay. As a champion monster, you face them at the end of each biome. They are tougher, have more spells, and use 2 after each turn. You have to defeat them to advance. Okay. So that's basically just the boss of this area. Alright. Well. Oh. I should avoid blitzed. Okay, what are you? Most enemies have a simple poise weakness corresponding to one of 4 elements. Some enemies have a special poise weakness. This champion monster isn't weak to any of the 4 elements. Instead, it simply needs to be hit to be staggered regardless of elements. Also, since the champion monster only loses 1 action when staggered. Okay. Well, basic attack. Spore. Too many slices to run. Okay. You gain a power. And then I'll spore you. Okay. Alright. Okay, ignite. 2-3 damage when it's target. Okay. Basic attack with you. And then refresh you. And Stone Edge while he's staggered. Capture a warden. Okay. Basic attack for to Ether. Okay, you. And I do this one again. Boom. Okay. Gained 10 gold, 30 crystals. Okay. So very close. Okay, 2 level ups. Enkindled Aether. On attack, consumes up to 1 fire Aether to deal a 5 fire damage hit, and apply 3 burn. For every 3 fire Aether consumed by allies, apply burn to all enemies. For every 4 burn applied to enemies, generate fire Aether. Okay. I think I'll take that one. On attack, cleanses 2 debuffs from self and heals self for 3. As long as this monster has sidekick, other allies gain +2 damage. Whenever this monster purges or steals, Aether. Break 1 poise of the same element on all enemies. Okay. I think I'll take that. Salve. The end of combat. Cleanse through corruption. Increases damage of sidekick on allies by 1. Okay. Don't know what this is, but here we go. You've entered the rest site. This is a safe place in between the dangerous biomes of the void. The cauldron you see there is the monster mill, specifically prepared for your monsters. It'll cleanse a large amount of corruption. 20 corruption is cleansed from all monsters. Who are you? Merchant. Okay. Interesting. Another Aethermancer. Who are you then, child of soul? You are familiar with my kind. That's unusual. My name is Syriax. Many things are known to us. Apologies, but who is us, and what are you doing here anyway? Why, this is our home, the Fractured Ruins. Is there a better place to be on Terrace Day? And by us, I mean us. A humble trader living a simple and modest life, and his associate. Say hello, Sally. Are you aware you're inside of the void? Yes, the void, a natural part of our world, I'm afraid. Life and death, aether and void. With the chit-chat out of the way, perhaps you are interested in my wares? Care to buy anything? Okay. So I have 79 coins, looks like. Alright. Deck of cards consumes all of your aethers and generates 7 random aether. 1 XP to a random monster. Armor. Okay. Bonus XP. That guy. Bonus XP to you. There we go. Okay, level up. Blood Pact. Okay, Ascension. For every 100 healing of your allies applies 2 power to each ally, triggers up to once per combat. Or, at the end of your turn... Okay, Blood Pact. At the end of your turn, deals a water hit to all enemies. Damage equals 1 per 5 healing received by allies this round. Cleanse Corruption. Whenever an ally is healed to full health, it cleanses 2 corruption from them, healing plus 1. Okay, take that. Okay. And I'll take another bonus XP. Okay. I don't really want anything from that. So, offered, we go into the Forbidden Fortress. Okay. So, this video is long enough, really. And I would like to, hopefully... Oh, I'm not going to be able to get it out on time anyway. Damn. Okay. Well... Yeah, this video is long enough. I will, have to pause for the time being. But, this is fun. I enjoyed it. I will probably eventually have part 2 coming out to continue the rest of the demo. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, do all the things you do at the end of these videos. Bye for now. I'll see you all again very soon.